The Continental Run to Stop Challenge is an interesting event that pits man against machine with three components, all using Continental rubber. There are runners, there are cyclists, and there are drivers in vehicles, covering a 7-day route. What you have really is two teams, and we have to see which of those teams will come out on top. Over and above that, there's a social responsibility component, with food parcels being packed and handed over to needy communities along the way. Even Port Elizabeth's blustery conditions couldn't dampen the spirit of the competitors in the second Run to Stop Challenge. Dubbed the Tireminators and Can't Touch This, the teams were introduced to the media before the official start. Conti marketing manager Russell Stewart explains what's new in 2012.
Last year we had runners and motorcars, so both on Continental technology. So this year what we decided to do is let's put bicycles into the mix. So as a tyre manufacturer, we've got the shoes, the bicycle tyres and the road tyres now vying up to Joburg. From the cycling side, we brought in Yolandi de Toy and Nikki Grobler from Team Bizab, incidentally also sponsored by Conti as a team. And yeah, we've got various other sporting celebrities helping out on the athletic side.
An even more important element of the Run to Stop Challenge this year was the involvement of communities in the event. Children from the SOS Children's Village and surrounding schools were invited to the start of the event at the Continental Tire head office, where former Bafana stars and soccer legends Helman Hunkelele and Bradley Carnell conducted a soccer skills clinic.
This event is not only about running, it brings all the sporting codes together. In other words, it assists us to spread the message to the public that, hey, let us all get involved in sports activities to have a healthy lifestyle.
Now, there's a stronger emphasis also on social responsibility this year. Do you think that's a good thing?
That's a very good thing because, there are lots of people who are needy. Since I started playing football, especially at the professional football, so everyone started to recognize me, and I use that to change the mindset. That is why I'm so excited to be part of this Conti event,
A further key aspect to the event was the packing of food parcels for the needy as part of the tasks the teams had to complete along the way.
And we've partnered with an organisation called Stop Hunger Now, where we'll be packing food meal packs for disadvantaged children. And what Stop Hunger Now does is they keep 10% of the food packs for disaster relief.
With the official start of the 2012 Run to Stop Challenge only hours away, last-minute preparations were in full swing. However, before the teams could leave on their arduous 8,000-kilometre journey, a celebrity challenge saw the likes of Kelly McGregor, Hayley Owen, Baby Jake McClala and several SuperSport United stars joining the two teams for the first of many challenges. While the teams were having a lot of fun, the underlying competitiveness was already obvious, an aspect Tireminators team captain Bradley Carnell acknowledged.
Being in a professional sport for so long gives you that competitive edge anyway, and Helman's on the one side, so he's got that same mindset as myself. I'm on this side, so I'll be trying to do every bit as possible to keep my team a nose length ahead.
As the teams jogged, cycled and drove through the Continental Tire head office gates and out onto the route, the road ahead seemed almost impossibly long, and once the city limits had been cleared, Big Sky Country beckoned as the challenge began in earnest. A few weeks before the event, some of the team members were invited to the Audi driving experience at Kyalami for some advanced driver training. Under the watchful eye and expert tuition of Audi's driving instructors, the delegates were taught the finer points of responsible driving using the safe environment of the skid pan as a practice ground. It was good knowledge gained for the long hours behind the wheel during the Run to Stop event. Audi was the vehicle sponsor of the Run to Stop Challenge for the second year running, and this year provided a fleet of Q7 SUVs as backup and crew vehicles, ensuring the athletes could relax in comfort and style in between their stints on the road. But why would a company like Continental initiate a project like Run to Stop?
From Continental's perspective, as a tyre brand, we don't have that much money to spend in above-the-line advertising. So when you can come up with a different concept, you can engage with your consumers on a different level, and you can still get the media exposure on a great scale with the event, then it really is a great return on investment.
But for Continental and the teams, the return went beyond the media coverage aspect, being able to make a real difference to disadvantaged communities, either by packing food parcels for the Stop Hunger Now initiative or by bringing smiles to the faces of hundreds of children attending the soccer clinics conducted along the route, was an experience none of the participants will ever forget. At the same time, the rivalry between the two competing teams never let up. The runners and cyclists were given daily distance targets to complete in order to score vital points, while the drivers were sent off in their Q7s to find clues and complete tasks to add to the points tally. The competition was fierce, with long days spent traversing some of the most remote areas of the vast country that is South Africa. After 8 days of running, cycling and driving, the two teams finally made it to the Kyalami Grand Prix circuit in Midrand, where they were welcomed by an enthusiastic contingent of children. While the Timinators emerged as the winners of the Run to Stop challenge by just a single point, both team captains felt that it had been a case of mission accomplished.
We had an opportunity to go and interact with kids, teaching them the basic soccer skills, as well as also packing, the food parcels for the needy. So for me, it matches what we did last year.
The food challenges for me were the most amazing thing because, in half an hour, you've made such a big change to so many thousand lives in half an hour. And it's not a lot of time. We each have half an hour in a day to do something like this. So it's a big, a big appeal to everybody involved in terms of giving something back. Everyone thinks it always takes a lot of money. No, it doesn't. In half an hour, with small money, you can make a big difference. And that's been my highlight of this tour.
However, social responsibility was the real Run to Stop winner.
Involving for the first time an organisation like Stop Hunger Now and making a difference to the extent that we did. We packed 19,000 meals over the 7-day period over various stages of the event, and a meal feeds a family of 6. So for me, that's making a significant contribution at the end of the day to our communities.